I got a problem. I got a strange addiction. Somebody help me. I need an intervention. It ain't alcohol or weed. There's just one thing that I need. I got an addiction to fruit trees. I got an addiction to fruit trees. I take a persimmon to please. Hey, the next one I'm getting jujube. Peace, family. All right, so I'm super, I'm excited. I'm stoked, I'm excited, I'm amped, all of that. The reason why, of course, as you can tell by the title, I got mail. But it's not so much that I got mail, it's what the mail is. So I'll get into that in a second. Now, full disclosure, I actually recorded this earlier, or thought I did, but then realized I didn't. So now I'm having to re-record it. Still excited though. And you may ask, like, why are you still excited even though you're having to record this whole thing over again? I didn't have the hat on the first time. I went back in the house and got the hat and put it on because this is a hat occasion. Now it's blazing hot out here, so you know I keeps a towel with me. But it's hot out here. But I'm amped, man. I'm excited. So the mail today. Well, first off, if you saw the video from earlier today, you saw me preparing a pot for new arrival. The new arrival came today. I actually recorded that on Saturday. So the pot has actually been sitting, and I like to do that because I like, for the biology and things like that to kind of get acclimated and, get active. And I guess in my head, I feel like it's getting it ready for, whatever I'm going to be planting in there. It's giving it a better chance. So it came today, and it came from our wonderful sister, Chrissy, from Barefoot in the Garden, who also, by the way, in case you didn't know, she actually hit 1,000 recently, surpassed it at this point. So congratulations to you again. You all probably know who she is, but in case there's new subscribers here that are not familiar with her, I'm going to leave a link to her channel in the description. You got to check her out because she's got a lot of wonderful things going on. Let me wipe this camera off. It's hot. She's got a lot of good stuff going on. I mean, so first of all, she actually has like a real homestead that she's building on. Now, I don't know what happens when the cameras are off, but on camera, it's like sister's building stuff on her own. I mean, she actually built a chicken coop that looked better than some of the apartments that I've lived in my life. I mean, I would live there, literally. Like, seriously, I would live there. Like, the door was crazy. Also, I think she got, like, on top of all the stuff that she's growing, she's got a lot of pretty flowers and stuff like that. She got this chicken, right? So she says that the chicken is called a Silky. I mean, in my head, when I see the chicken, I feel like the chicken's name should be Mr. Dandy. So I call him, when I see him on the screen, I'm like, okay, well, yo, there's Mr. Dandy. Like, and I laugh, like I giggle a little bit because Mr. Dandy, he makes me laugh. So this chicken, first of all, he's all white. I mean, perfectly white. Like, the people that use the whitening strips and they just get all the stains off the teeth, white as snow, whiter than snow. Mr. Dandy is that white, which that right there is kind of interesting to me because it's like you a chicken, supposedly you're a chicken, and you running around kicking up dirt and dust, but you don't get dusty, you just stay sharp. That's amazing. So to me, I feel like if it's a chicken, it's a magical chicken or some kind of magical animal. But Mr. Dandy, so he looks like a llama. Like he's little. He looks like a llama. To me, he's smaller than a regular chicken. I don't think he's a chicken. I think he's something else. So like he's real little. He looks like a tiny llama, and he just runs up and down like just real fast. And he's furry. Like you can't tell me that's not fur. If you say it's feathers, you got to prove it. It's fur. He's furry, like very, very furry. He's white and furry, He looks like a llama, and he's little. Like, have y'all ever seen Indian in the Cupboard, or like read that book? Or even Night at the Museum, where they have like the little people and the little animals. If you could take like a llama and put it in the cupboard or whatever, that's Mr. Dandy. Except he runs on two legs like an ostrich. So he's like a llama ostrich. So Mr. Dandy's a lostrich. So that's like a magical creature. That's Mr. Dandy, he's a lostrich. But he's sharp too, man. Like, he looks like this chicken, she says it's called the Silky. I mean, I call it a lostrich, and his name is Mr. Dandy. He's real clean, like he's real sharp. He looks like he went to that store. And I'm not gonna say the name of the store. You know what? And that's, you gotta check Chrissy out because she warned us about this. I'm gonna just call it Worlington Jacket Factory. You know the store I'm talking about, Worlington Jacket Factory, that place. So Mr. Dandy went there, right? He went straight to the Steve Harvey section, and he got himself a whole Steve Harvey suit, like hat, jacket, shirt, pants. He probably even got on a cummerbund, shoes, all white, like bleach white. Like, I've never seen nothing that white. And he just runs around her homestead, kicking up dust but not getting dusty. And his name is Mr. Dandy. So you got to check that out. And then also, like I said, you know, she's real creative. She thinks outside the box. And she got some special stuff coming up that she's going to be making available as well. So check her out. Like I said, I'll leave a link. But the mail that we got from her, I'm super excited about. We got purple potatoes. I'm going to just get straight to it. Why am I excited about the purple sweet potatoes? They're purple. I mean, need I say more? They're purple. Like, I've never tried a purple sweet potato before. So I'm going to be planting purple sweet potato slips is what she sent me. And she sent me a really good amount. Like I said, I'd already done this, and it's already in the container, so I can't show you that because I thought I was doing it, but I wasn't. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 6 slips that she sent, and I'm grateful for that. So I don't even eat sweet potatoes like that. I don't. You know, holiday time, my mom, who y'all saw dancing around in the short that I put out, she makes sweet potato pies, and I like those. They're pretty good. But last year, my wife, we had some sweet potatoes in the house. I don't even know why we had them because, you know, none of us really eat them like that. She asked me if I can make a sweet potato pie. So I said, sure. Now, I usually make butternut squash pies. That's what I do. Like, if I make a pie, it's made with butternut squash. If you've never done it before, try it. Just make it like you make your sweet potato pie. And I'm saying that because I did the sweet potato pie the same way I did the butternut squash. It came out awesome. It came out really, really good. Like, real good. Like, it made me want to start really eating sweet potato pie. And I tried that pie that from that singer lady that we really love. I ain't like that too much, man. But she does make some good banana pudding. Just saying. But anyway, so I'm curious because I hear that the purple sweet potatoes are really, really sweet. And then, you know, of course, when you have dense colors like that, there's a lot of nutrients in it. And I know it's starchy, but there's some nutrients there. So, you know, as a treat, I'll try like a purple sweet potato pie. Like, why not? I'll try a purple sweet potato to see how it tastes. It'll be my treat to myself once we get it, you know, get it harvested. I mean, I look at it like this. If, you know, when you're dieting and you give yourself a cheat day and you eat a Snicker bar or you eat some ice cream or, you know, you might have a brownie or something like that, and then you go back to doing what you was doing, I mean, why not make it a sweet potato? You know what I mean? Like, I'm growing it on my land or in my yard. I know what's in it. It's not a whole lot of, you know, those little secret ingredients that they put in the, you know, in these like little cakes and things like that. It's just sweet potatoes, man. So I'm excited. But like I said, I already opened it. So here's the thing. So really, we got a situation with the mail. Here's the package it came in. She sent it in this Foot Locker vest. Nah, I'm joking. She sent it in that bag, which, you know, it's a nice looking little plastic bag. This is what the leaves kind of look. This was actually most of the leaves that were in there, you know, and it was because it was no fault of hers. I should have actually got it like Thursday or Friday. So it got hot it stayed in the mail, wherever they were transporting it to. It's like mail has just been coming late. So it came in like that. They looked traumatized. I mean, the roots looked awesome. But, they were all bundled up like they were kind of holding on to each other because they were, traumatized. They were, they were upset by the heat. So the leaves were wilted. It was almost like, how you get like a bag of lettuce and you keep it in your refrigerator for too long? That's what all the leaves look like. But I'm still optimistic because I know that I can nurse them back to health. So what I did, I kind of don't want to bring this down because my camera's been acting up. Let's try it. I'm sorry, my tripod's been acting up. Oh, I hope y'all can see this. What I did was I just cut the wilted leaves off and just planted it up to where the roots were. And I'm going to water it in. Now, if you saw my video where I was preparing the container, I'd already put like the worm castings and things like that in, the alfalfa meal. I'm gonna water it. I'm gonna keep it in the shade just to kind of let it, just to kind of get it to kind of not be traumatized. I am gonna also give it some 5-11, not today. Maybe, what's today, Monday? Maybe Wednesday. I'll give it some 5-11 just to kind of feed it because, maybe tomorrow. But I also have a new product that I'm going to be giving it. This is brought to you by the good folks at Caps Pot and Soil. Those of you who have been following me, you know who Caps is. Caps stands for Cheap Ass Pot and Soil because that's the cheap ass pot and soil that you need in your life. They have a new product that I worked with them. They asked me to, and I said, okay, sure, why not? It was for a good cause. But it's called VA's Root and Fruit. And that's me. So it's official. Like, this is real. VA's Root and Fruit. I hope y'all can see that. VA's Root and Fruit. And so, see, and it even got the numbers. So it's just real stuff. It's 0, 276, and 109. That's the NPK measurements. So it's like 0 nitrogen, but it has like a whole lot of P and a whole lot of K. So I'm going to sprinkle some of this in there. And I actually put some in there when I was mixing the soil up before I put them in, but I'm going to sprinkle some on the top, and then I'm going to water them in. That's all that I'm going to do. And I'm also, like, once they get established, I'm going to mulch around it with wood chips. And like I said, I'm actually sprinkling it right now. So excuse me for a second. Yeah, get that root and fruit. 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 Yeah. All right, so that's the root and fruit. Hold on, one more time for the thumbnail. That's the root and fruit. That's going to be the thumbnail picture. So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to put wood chips around it later though. Right now, I'm just going to focus on kind of nursing them. Now, one thing I wanted to say, too, about the wood chips. So, the whole thing is you want to feed your soil, right? And that was the whole point in me showing you how I prepared my soil in the containers, because I feed the soil that I'm using. Wood chips are wonderful, especially ones that are aged some, because besides like the microbial life, you'll have your worms and other insects that are beneficial. It also has that coveted mycorrhizal fungi that, some of us like to go buy in bags. Some of us feel like we can't produce it on our own when you actually can. When you have carbon-rich material that's aging, you're going to have mycorrhizal fungi. So whether it's wood chips that's breaking down or leaves, that are breaking down, you'll have that mycorrhizal fungi. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I'm going to use it as a mulch, and that'll kind of, introduce that fungi into there as well. And I'm telling you, I think we'll be good. I think we'll be gold. But I'm excited. So again, thank you, Chrissy. I'm going to leave the link again. Y'all, please check her out. Channel's awesome. Sisters, man, cool sister. She's got the little mystical creatures. So she probably got I swear I heard a unicorn. She probably has a leprechaun. Sis, I know you got fairies. I know you got fairies. You know you do. You got fairies. Real talk, you got fairies. But anyway, I appreciate y'all being here. I'm not going to say like, comment, and subscribe. What I usually like to say is if you got any comments, suggestions, questions, leave them in the comment section. And I will see you all next time. Peace. The hat, though.